Welcome to our new video series on janitorial bidding. This session covers bidding blunders. You'll learn some helpful tips on how to determine accurate cleaning times for any building.
Hi, Gary Clipperton here, President of National Pro Clean.
I have an advantage in discussing janitorial bidding. I've been in the cleaning business over 45 years. I personally bid hundreds and hundreds of accounts and landed my fair share with generous profits. But here's the problem. When your labor projections fail to compensate for the critical cleaning variables found in every building, your calculations will be flawed. Bidding too high is a futile exercise, a waste of time and money, and there's no reason to embarrass yourself. You put all of your effort into the game, but you strike out. Bidding too low may land an account you wish that you hadn't. The customer jumps on your unbelievable price, but eventually you're out of money or business. There's too little left over after paying your bills. Face it, labor costs for any cleaning project is the largest expense category. However, uncertainty and guesswork leads to over or underestimating costs. Either way, that's going to cost you money. Among other things, you need a proven formula that adjusts for workstation density. Simply put, the greater the density of people in a building, the slower it cleans. You not only have more desks and trash cans, but more trips to the restroom and break room, more refilling of paper goods, and even more vacuuming. You see, it's possible that offices packed out with people and with heavy usage could clean twice as slow as a building the same size with fewer people that's kept tidy and with lighter usage. You'll need to adjust your labor for heavy soil demands and add the correct amount of labor when necessary. For example, the offices of a busy factory will clean slower than offices for, say, an attorney. You need to compensate for a building with a high number of visitors. If the cleaning requirements and the frequency of certain tasks are excessive, that will impact your labor. Remember, when cleaning demands increase, cleaning productivity decreases, and that will raise your labor costs. You need a sliding scale to adjust the cleaning rate according to the size of every building. Labor costs escalate when the cleaning standards and expectations are extremely high, and that's not only in medical facilities. Don't forget to increase your labor whenever a building isn't cleaned every night. Remember, unbilled expenses equals a loss of income. Some buildings are difficult to navigate. I once serviced a large corporate headquarters for over 10 years that had at least 7 additions made to the building. The facility manager once jokingly told me when he hired a new maintenance worker and sent him out on a job ticket, it was about a week before he found his way back. Always study ways to increase your production rate whenever possible. For example, can you use specialized equipment that will speed up the cleaning process? If you need to plug in an operations manager for a large campus, that will bump up your costs. Or add extra labor for a working supervisor or quality control inspector. If there's excessive travel, that needs to be accounted for. Is access to the area difficult? I once had the contract for 3 department stores. However, the downtown store required 10 minutes extra every day to take the shipping elevator and transport our equipment and supplies from the warehouse next door. That increased our labor by about 4 hours a month. Here's another factor you need to consider when cleaning an occupied office as a day clean. You need a formula to estimate the percent of interruptions that can occur during a day clean. You need to determine the amount of wasted time required to circle back and catch areas that may be presently busy. If you plan to service any accounts on holidays, or need to pay overtime, or you're required to pay a shift differential or weekend pay, or perhaps you plan to give a pay raise during the year, then you need a spreadsheet to easily crunch those numbers. Leave it out and you lose. Guesswork in place of math can be a costly mistake. Without proven formulas, you might discover you're clueless when it comes to projecting accurate labor times. In our contractor training and certification program, we cover 4 ways to assess customer expectations. In other words, if the prospect is excessive compulsive or type A personality, they'll likely be picky about the thoroughness of the work. That means your labor may need to be increased for a higher level of perfection in boosting the cleaning outcomes. Our JanBid Estimating Solutions program allows you to drill down and compensate for all of these possibilities and more. You'll have an option to offer a complete clean versus a partial clean on any given night. In a tight budget situation, the partial clean requires less labor than a complete clean. You'll learn when it's appropriate to offer even 2 contrasting proposals differing in price and coverage. You'll learn how to tweak the cleaning variable score when you need to add extra labor, say 10, 20, or 30%, for extremely detailed work that may be required. Or use our extras list to add specific times for extra cleaning tasks that are above a nightly standard janitorial clean. Things like cleaning a fridge or microwave, or heavily used dining room tables and chairs, or an employee workout room, including disinfecting the machines. An accurate carpet and floor care pricing requires rating 7 difficulty factors to get it right. If you expect to win the game, you'll need to diligently learn all of the aspects and options so you can sharpen your labor projections and bidding accuracy to win more profitable contracts. Our bidding program is probably the most comprehensive system on the market, and it includes video and written instructions, comprehensive building surveys. It adjusts to the cost of living in any city. It projects janitorial, carpet, floor care, window washing, along with spreadsheets for construction clean, residential, and medical clean. It prints out an 8-page professional proposal with attractive marketing flyers, and you get free help with bids. Yes, you heard that right. It's not complicated, it's just extremely thorough. Don't forget, you can end up pricing yourself out of the contract simply by unnecessarily padding it for the unknown. You're probably wondering, how can I accurately compensate for all of these variables and to make sure my numbers are right on the money? Simply by using proven and proprietary formulas that quantify the major cleaning variables. You quickly rate each specific item on a weighted sliding scale. The sum total, when entered into JanBid, establishes a very precise cleaning rate. This unmatched program has been on the market worldwide for over 10 years, and it's continuously upgraded. In fact, along with it, you receive our Cleaning Performance Handbook, a 250-page ebook on how to improve cleaning quality and productivity, how to train and manage and motivate your crews. Here's an example of just one of our exclusive features showing that we have cracked the code on labor projections. One of the cleaning variables is building use and soil conditions. As you can see, that factor can be quantified on a sliding scale from 0 to 10. You simply rate the critical cleaning variables for every building. In turn, that drills down to pinpoint on a scale of 1 to 100 the difficulty or ease for the entire building. It then sets a precise production rate specific for that building and instantly shows how many hours and minutes it'll take to clean. Another handy feature is to be able to tweak your profit margin and view different scenarios for what your net profit will run. That way you'll know going in if you can offer any discounts should it become necessary, and then precisely how much per month and per hour you'll be earning. If you're still guessing about production rates for your bid calculations, maybe you should consider enrolling in our Contractors Bidding School. It's a comprehensive program you study on your own. Whether you're just starting out or want to take your business to the next level, it is a must. A few days ago, a customer called me from Texas. I hadn't talked with Don in several years. He enrolled in one of my first home study training schools 27 years ago and was still successful in his business today. I went ahead and sent him our new library of ebooks, software, slideshows, and online courses that I've developed since we first met because our customers do receive free upgrades. My advice is, if you're going to choose a mentor, especially one who's an expert and available to help you with bids, make sure their credentials prove they're an experienced coach. Hopefully you see that no two offices clean at the same rate. Not even two daycares or churches, medical buildings, car dealerships, retail stores, schools, or any two similar accounts. And failing to adjust is just failing to work smart. To land your fair share of profitable contracts, your price must be competitive and the net profit properly scaled according to the size of the account. And again, that comes back to using proven formulas that project accurate labor costs as well as appropriate profit margins. Surprisingly, there have been many times I was not the lowest bidder, and a few times I was actually the highest bidder and still landed the contract. You see, I conducted a thorough needs analysis. I knew exactly what was missing and how to provide it, and especially how to sell quality and value-added services and how to close the deal. We're going to be covering that in our future videos. Fortunately, facility managers and owners are starting to realize that it's not always in their best interest to go with the lowest bid. Often the quality of cleaning and the level of service is compromised. They end up paying for services they simply do not receive because their cleaning company failed to include sufficient labor budgets to deliver the required results. Inadequate or insufficient labor projections equals a dirty building, and it's as simple as that. JanBid and our contractor training program both include our exclusive Cleaning Managers Dashboard, a series of 40 spreadsheets to run your entire business, along with certification and free coaching.
We've briefly covered 16 factors that should be considered when calculating accurate cleaning times. It doesn't make sense to omit the critical and determining factors that establish accurate production rates. Guesswork and errors and omissions will only lead to flawed labor projections. So why risk banking your future on weak guesstimates? Your business can grow on a solid foundation of concrete and proven formulas. Sign up below to receive notification as we release new videos covering profit margins and marketing strategies that'll help you successfully land more customers. Meanwhile, I encourage you to visit our website at nationalproclean.com and check out some of our free training articles.